Every emotion, every experience that you go through in your life is, after all, your making. If only you could be conscious that anyway it is your making, you would definitely choose the sweetest way to be. Is not only the sweetest way to be, it is also the highest form of intelligence.
Devotion simply means your involvement with life is so absolute that even you don't matter anymore. Devotion means you're devoid of yourself, that's devotion.
What if just one moment, one genuine moment of surrender was enough to unlock something within you that logic cannot reach? 800 years ago, a young boy from Ayandi, Maharashtra asked the same question. His name was Nivritti, and his answer changed the spiritual landscape of an entire civilization. And the tradition he seeded is still walking right now on the same roads. Nivritti was no ordinary seeker. At the age of 10, in the forest near Brahmagiri, Trambakeshwar, he encountered the great Nath yogi Siddha Nath, a master of the Nath tradition, the lineage that traces itself to Adinath. Yes, Adi Yogi Shiva himself. Adinath himself initiated Machindranath. Machindranath initiated the great yogi Gorakshanath. Gorakshanath initiated Ghaininath, and Ghaininath transformed Nivritti into Nivrittinath. In that single moment, that Shanabhar, the transmission happened. Nivrittinath got initiated, awakened, and he did that every true master does. He turned around and gave it to someone else, his younger brother, a child of extraordinary intelligence and inner sensitivity, the great Bal Yogi Jnaneshwar. Supandev, brother and disciple of Jnaneshwar, initiated Visoba Shastri. He then initiated great Sant Ramdev. And this was the formation of the Varkari sect, a coalition of devotees of Sri Krishna in the form of Vitthal, an outbranch of Nath tradition, a divine planning by Adi Yogi Shiva himself. This is the Guru Shishya lineage, the Guru Shishya parampara that gave birth to the Vari. Nivrittinath, the progenitor, the first flame, a tradition not of institutions but of transmission, not of belief but of direct experience. And from this one lineage, one moment of grace in a forest near Trambakeshwar was born an entire civilizational movement that walks to this day.
Devotion is the intelligence. You understand there's a bigger intelligence and you have learned to keep your little intellect aside. That is devotion. Devotion does not mean every day doing puja, doing this, doing that. Devotion simply means your involvement with life is so absolute that even you don't matter anymore. Your involvement with what you have taken up is so absolute that who you are does not matter. Then you're a devotee. Devotion means you're devoid of yourself. That's devotion.
Sadhguru says, devotion is not a sentiment, it is a tremendous intelligence. The most sophisticated technology the human being has ever produced is not a machine, it is a longing for the divine. Look at the Varkari. He doesn't ask for wealth, he doesn't ask for health, he doesn't even ask for liberation in transactional terms. He simply says, Vithala, 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 Vithala. This is what Sadhguru and the other masters calls the highest form of bhakti, when the devotee has no agenda, no transaction, no bargain with God, only an overwhelming, irrational, total need to simply be in the presence of the divine. This phase you have seen in Isha programs, in Shambhavi initiation, in Samyama, at the Dhyan Linga. The expression is the same, core is the same, different hearts that beats same, bleed same, calls the same name. Because whether the name is Vitthal or Vairagi, Adiyogi, whether the path is Kirtan or Kriya, the door is the same. The destination is the same. Every year, millions of people walk hundreds of kilometers to Pandharpur. No 5-star comfort, no GPS, no agenda. Just the name Vitthal on their lip and the road beneath their feet. This walk is called the Vari, and one who walks the Vari is Varkari. Sadhguru says a pilgrimage is not a conquest, it is is a surrender. You go there to wear yourself down. In some way, you must become less than who you think you are. Only then there is a pilgrimage. Varkaris knew this since 800 years. When you walk in the Vari, something begins to loosen inside you. The chatter quietens. You lose yourself. The body finds a rhythm. And in that rhythm, if you are available, grace descends. Just one moment. Devachiye Dwari Ubha Kshanabhari, and liberation guaranteed. This Ashadhi Vari, we invite you to step out of your daily rhythm, not as a tourist, not as an observer, but as a seeker. For 3 days, walk with the Varkaris, sing the Abhangas of Jnaneshwar and other saints, dance in grace, sit in kirtan under the open sky, eat simple food with grateful hands, and stand even for a Shanbhar at the door of the divine. We are not organizing a trip. We are holding space to be in the divine grace. We are holding space for maybe a divine encounter. Yogi Nivrittinath stood at that door at the age of 10 and was never the same again. The door is still open. So are you ready? This 11th, 12th and 13th July. All you need to bring is your willingness. Jai Hari Vitthal.